scary as fuck. I look forward to this 364 Wow! It's wet out here, dude.
Alright, today's Friday. We are just getting ready to go back home. Track day, which was yesterday, that was very fun. It was a blast. It was hot and humid, but it was a blast. The Civic performed superb. Did a great job. Not a single hiccup. I'm very pleased on how well the car performed. Best time out there was 153.02. I was really trying hard to break into the 152, but man, this car, it's a handful. It's a handful, especially being that it's a manual rack. I don't know if that's part of it, but it is a handful. But overall, it did good. I'm very pleased. Fun car, fun. And then there's my nephew Civic with the B20. Did real good. His best time was 156. And then there's Eric. Performed superb out there too. And then Sean, he finally broke the 2-minute marker. His time last year was 2.01, and this year he did 1.58. So good for him. But then my friends Volvo here had no clutch. So his clutch pedal went all the way down to the floor. His clutch slave cylinder just gave out. That was it. So car's not drivable. We were able to find a trailer. So Scott, one of the Canyon Carver, is going to tow the Swedish Bullet back home. And that's my nephew's G35. It's got a market muscle under the hood. It was good seeing that car, but then something happened. I forget what happened, but the car's not running. So thank goodness he bought a trailer. But yeah, he still had fun. But yeah, overall, big plan next year. Big plans. I like to either get a standalone or a limited slip, but we'll see what the funds are. If I can save up money for it and all that jazz. But yeah, fun time. Alright, so it's Friday morning and we're already back from the track. Got home last night, Thursday night, tightened up all the suspension nuts and bolts and change out the oil. Kind of just went through the whole car, and I would say this car did not disappoint. All the time and effort that my son and I put into this, it performed very well at the track at I-29 Speedway at Pacific Junction. We rode out on Wednesday morning, 6 hours there to the Airbnb, And then we drove out to I-29 Speedway, which was only, we were at the Airbnb that we were staying at was in Nebraska, so it was only like 19 minutes away from the track. So we went out there, raced from 8 till 4, beat on our cars. There was only a couple of cars that went out of commission, but we were able to, they were on trailers, so everybody got home safely. But the Ocean did very, very well. Went out there. I mean, again, this is a new swap, and it is still a learning curve for me. I'm still trying to learn the car. I was learning as I was out there on the track. I think that there's still more room for improvement. I came in at 1.53 or 153.03, and last year I did I did 2 minutes and 2 seconds with the D15B1. So I mean, it is a big improvement. It was at 9 seconds over 202, so I think that's pretty good. There is more room for improvement. I'm still learning this car, and I've always been a FR driver, so I've always driven like rear-wheel drive, and this is what my son wanted. He wanted a front-wheel drive track car, so this is something I'll have to get good at and get fast at it, you know. So other than that, I mean, I'm gonna just give you a little, oops, hey, I'm sorry, just a little tour in the car. The brakes, I'm running Hawks HP Plus. The tires that I ran last year was they were the RS4s, these exact tires. But this year I went out with the RPF ones with the Goodrich Rival S Plus, the Rival S 1.5 Plus. So, and it did help, because those are way more stickier than the RS4s, and I'm very impressed with those tires. If you want some real good track time, those are the to-go tires, and I really love them. Great tires. I got paired up with a Mercedes AMG C43, making what, 480 horsepower, and with my B16 second gen, what, 170 give or take. I did 153.03, and that's with the passenger. That's with a passenger. The passenger, he was my nephew. He's a bigger guy. I'm not gonna give you his weight, but he felt bad, and I told him it's okay. I said it's all good. I said don't feel bad about it. And he owns a EJ6 coupe. He's got a B20 swap, and took him for a ride while we were doing our time trial. He felt bad that, you know, he weighed me down, but I told him, hey, it's all good, man. It's all about coming out, going out there and having fun. So just gonna show you kind of some upgrades I did since the last time. So the interior is still partial gutted. The only one thing that I add was this DC Sport brace, auto power roll bar. That's what I ran last year with the D15. Everything's still the same interior. And let's see here, I did ran the Cybon carbon fiber hood last year. When I ran 2.02 second, it was on the factory hood, which is sitting right here. So this carbon fiber hood weigh half the factory hood. So give you a little and then here is the B16 swap. This is the second gen. Like I said, it came out from the, if you watch my previous video, came out from a EK4 Civic, a 96 Honda Civic in Japan, had 114,000 miles. I did the compression test on this engine before I installed it, and it was over 200 psi on all 4 cylinders. And it's still all stock. All I did was just, of course, obviously the air induction system, just the headers, and then the full exhaust system without the catalytic converter. It's still a cable driven with the hot sport